Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, affectionately referred to as Stark Vegas, where earplugs are highly recommended because the cowbells will be ringing. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Penn State Nittany Lions taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense will have the football first. Typically, you don't think of an offense built around its tight end, but they got no production from there last week. They'll need that to improve in this one, David.
Yeah, he's a chain mover. He's a red zone threat. That big old body, man, he's a matchup problem. So they definitely need to find a way to make sure that they're feeding the big fella, that they're using him in different ways. And, listen, balance on offense is good. Still use the receivers. But, Jesse, they can't forget about that dude.
No, and I don't think you have to all of a sudden panic and all of a sudden reinvent your playbook offensively. You just got to execute better, and you got to give him more opportunities. I think that was one of the biggest problems their last game out. They just didn't throw it his way enough. That has to change today. He should be targeted really early in this game.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Now on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will take the field for the first time. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
The short hands. It's Martin. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation. And now you're rewarded with the 3rd and 1. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He rifles one deep down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. They're working that left side. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Grab behind the line. It's Harris. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Mississippi State going up tempo. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive. Breaks into the open. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them coming.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Trying to take it back. Past the 10. Running free. Going to the end zone, but way back behind him. There's a flag on the field. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with results of the play. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Martin. There he goes. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
And here comes the offense on second down. Here's the heat. Incomplete. thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that, you're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
They'll run play action. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 30. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. To the air, it's Lindsey. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, that's a good omen if you're this offense, obviously. It's early in the game. You've got the lead, and the ball's bouncing their way. Really nice catch there, David, off the deflection.
A good early omen, for sure, for this offense. Like, when you're getting deflections and you're catching those, that's a good start to this ball game. Let's get some positive juices flowing, because those are breaks that sometimes turn into interceptions, but early in this game, it turns into a big catch.
He's got an open man. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Mississippi State right back to the line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
So now it's second and long. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Penn State! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. The extra point here would tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The run from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll pull it on the read. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Back to pass, it's Lindsey. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, and we've wrapped up one quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Oh, he's getting ahead of Steve. Inside the... and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And he'll bring it back. And the returner will be knocked down. On the ground, it's Jackson. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. Mississippi State going up tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Off play action. Pocket breaking down. Got a man, it's Jackson. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Lindsey. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
One play in this drive, and already out to the 41. It's 1st down. Quarterback keeps it. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
Motion from the wide receiver. Using his feet. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking left. Got a wide-open receiver. Touchdown, Penn State! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Out of the end zone. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Under fire. Short gain on the play before he slides. Mississippi State right back to the line.
Well, they're trying to catch the defense off guard there with the bootleg. I don't think the ball handling was great by the quarterback. One reason why it didn't really fool anybody defensively. Give the defense credit. Good job with their eyes. They don't give up too many yards at all.
Back to throw. It's Lindsey. Makes the grab. What a cut. Now he's loose. All kinds of room to the right. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Mississippi State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. North Carolina went on the road and just dominated, and that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Tar Heels ever do that? One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Man, they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. And you think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley, time and time again. Penn State running backs are wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
Looking downfield on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
And back to the air on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
Under fire. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a 1st down. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. And the defense is just about out of room to defend. They are backed up right on the doorstep, trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet. 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
And here's the return. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give to the lone running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Mississippi State going up tempo.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark.
Oh, he's got some space. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Quick pass on the jet motion. Fights off the defender. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. A run for the quarterback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, they went QB design run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. He couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose him.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Leaves it with the running back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Working that left side. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Here comes the heat. Pulls it in. It's locked. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the 1st half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Through the air, it's Lindsey. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Why not get everybody's heart pumping a little bit, bouncing off that right up, right and through. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville.
Mississippi State has it teed up, ready to go here in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just
breaks into the open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
On the move to his left. Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And this one is good, and it's been anything but easy for him.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Handoff from the gun.
and after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Mississippi State right back to the line. The give to the back. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Pressure coming. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Hauls it in, looking for space. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Toss sweep to the right. Got room to work. There he goes. Bulldozes his way through. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. And the Nittany Lions, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can... Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense trying to take it back. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Mississippi State. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
They're winning the game, and the defense is helping out their own cause. That's the 2nd time in this game they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. We know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but they're showing you why you cannot make mistakes and cough the football up when you play them.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Bringing the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Caught in the backfield, it's Martin. Turning it on to the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
You know, if you're going to complete some of these deep crossing patterns, the offensive line has got to be able to hold up because you know that receiver, it's going to take him time to get where he needs to be. So everybody up front really has to do a nice job of...
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Number 17. Having a playmaker like that can get the offense out of just about any situation.
And no doubt, he can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants and buy time and throw the football, but you have to defend everything. You have to defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called. So good luck stopping this cat.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, Penn State is known for its defense, right? Tough, physical, they can stop the run, and they can get after the quarterback, and they do it from the linebacker position. You think about the legacy this school has had at that spot. This guy...
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And how about that back-to-back sack? You want 2 sacks in a game. That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
Here's the pressure. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for room. It's Martin. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Grab near the marker. It's White. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, Who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you. Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Now on 2nd and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Knocked down behind the line for the 2nd straight play, bringing up a 3rd and lots of work to do. Rushes on him. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. That is no good. And after the miss, fellas, still sitting on an 18-point lead.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
To throw, it's Lindsey. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. He's looking downfield to throw. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the gun, the running back looking for room. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's over. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Quarterback's abilities to to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. UCF took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Orlando. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Quarterback making checks. To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down. Got room at the 35. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Man, I love it when my QB not only uses his athletic ability, but uses his head. Nice job here. Nothing open. Don't force the football. You've got the lead. It's the fourth quarter. Nice job taking off and getting the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Oh, better look out. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick him up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
They'll go to the ground. Got the first down. Looking for more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The Nittany Lions with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State! They push out this lead in the fourth quarter, and it might be enough to give them that elusive second win of the season. And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. To the air, it's Lindsey. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. On target to the left. At the 40, there he goes. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Bulldogs moving quickly to the line.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. They get to him as he throws. With the catch, it's Odom. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
The offense changing the play. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Martin. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks it down.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay upright.
Well, we're definitely just...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. To the air. It's Lindsey. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they just...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having